Swallowed and chewed up like being eaten by a vicious hungry animal. It's madness.
Relax.
Like some goddamn trash on the day after a holiday.
Clearly you're not okay.
I'm not. Even my eyes. They're not the same color. Examine them for yourself.
I wouldn't know, but you need an ophthalmologist.
You're right, Mrs. Goldman. All of this stress and medication. It's changed them to something dark and sinister. My. This isn't good no matter how you look at it. Excuse the pun. Life sucks. It's not an exaggeration. I wish it was.
Collect yourself.
It's not easy when you're literally the lowest on a totem pole.
Get a grip.
But I'm relieved getting it out. I feel better. I'm sorry things got a little crazy just then, Mrs. Goldman.
Better you did this here and not in our lobby or my husband's office.
Right. As you can gather, shit's serious to the core. Hope is nowhere in sight.
Apparently.
Only another decent, clever, brilliant woman gets the full picture of what I'm feeling. I'm talking about you, Jasmine.
Mrs. Goldman will do fine.
I remember what happened when I came to give your husband a piece of my mind.
Bad mistake.
Richard is not at all for the faint of heart. Tough skin is what you must possess to deal with him.
Very true.
I wanted to discuss a few things with him. I didn't like how it went. Especially when the last time I saw him.
He's incredibly intelligent. Very stern. He doesn't play games or beat around the bush.
I thought maybe you could talk with him. Or convince him to open up a few avenues. So my family could gain a financial footing out here.
Maybe you should speak to him yourself.
I tried several times. He didn't budge. Just a bunch of insults in return.
Your husband started this feud.
Jack didn't think. He didn't mean to cause your family issues, shame, and embarrassment.
You threatened him. Went around telling people my husband's a fraud and a murderer. It's a small world, Karen.
He's chauvinistic and abusive. You like that kind of man. You must if you stayed with him.
You're out of line. You don't know what you're talking about. I think going broke has really damaged your brain cells to rationalize properly.
You're not listening, dear. You're the one assuming here.
Feel free to correct yourself.
I'm sorry I made a terrible mistake in speaking on your marriage.
You learn fast.
I only meant to help, not harm. I'm just saying. Not referring to your husband, but chauvinistic men can be abusive, and I'm sure you wouldn't tolerate that kind of man.
Very good.
Jack would rather stick ice picks in his balls than to come clean and admit he was wrong. Yes, I know what you're thinking. You and I both. Who knew I had to grovel later in life?
You knew the reality you would one day face, by marrying a man who had blatant disregard for his family.
Must we finish ripping an old woman to shreds?
You've known him many years. He's made it known.
Figures. When I first met Jack, I used to behave like a giggly, psychopanatic, starstruck schoolgirl whenever I was around him. On our dates at the drive-in, he would have conversations with my breasts. I can hardly respect a man who has the audacity to disrespect me to my face.
You just said it wasn't your face he was looking at. And, looks as though, things are starting to make sense.
My mental capacity won't allow me to keep pouring from an empty cup. I'm telling you, Mrs. Goldman, when the man buys the house, and your name isn't on the deed, he controls it. And everyone in it.
Luckily I don't have those problems.
Good for you, I'm happy for you. We almost didn't make it. Our marriage clung to a thread. So close to being lopped off. He thought I was cheating.
Really?
I wasn't. The man in question, I knew him, sort of, I guess. We got stuck in a snowstorm together back in the late 60s. The happy stuff we took sent us to Jupiter. On a one-way shuttle it seemed. Never again it was a bad decision. However, it was just one damn night with a comfortable stranger I told Jack 80% of what happened. Two men sexually getting my goodies at the same time. No, dear. I would never do no such thing.
It's no one's business.
Listen, I have a suggestion. A real good idea. We seem to be getting along, maybe we could take this further. I need a friend.
Incoming call.
Again.
Yes, Richard, I'm here. Go ahead. Everything's under control, nothing I can't handle. Paint's drying, of course.
Dreadful.
Right.
Tired of dealing with shit like this. Can't catch a goddamn break, people talking about me right in my face.
Not a problem, I left files on your desk, please make sure we take a look. Sure. I'll have to be leaving very soon, Karen.
I understand. Being ignored by my husband, my son, and everyone else, is the story of my life.
Look, only you have the power to change what you're experiencing.
How can I? Richard hates us. Don't you see? He's taken everything away from us. That's not being nice or patriotic. At all.
You and Jack made your beds, what do you expect? Accept your consequences.
So you won't help my family either. Where's the compassion? The unity of fellow Americans banding together to stop homelessness and poverty? I'd love to know.
You're right, Sophia. The very important players, movers and shakers we wish death upon, suddenly become folks we look to gain something from. They better never think I'm not serious. I told this idiot I meant every word. I make good on promises. A man of my caliber does what he has to do. Don't push me, or mess with my family. This is not what they want. You should have seen this fraud. Calling himself a reputable news anchor. Lying. Being calculated with his responses as if he was on the witness stand. Watching his phone. Waiting for that oily snake Richard to call to carry out his next order of assignments. Bill made the biggest mistake going against us for trash. I said it again. That's right. A whole bunch of Richard Goldmans is what they fill dumpsters with. He ought to recognize who he's dealing with. No. They think I forgot about what's been going on. I haven't. This isn't checkers. It's chess. Uh-huh. I'm not angry. I'm calm, my love. You know what these ungrateful, appalling, untrustworthy characters do to my blood. Sophia. Darling. You're a great woman. You know how much I love you. You have one of the most gorgeous bodies to ever walk the earth. And it's gonna be a long night, so it doesn't matter the negligee you wear. It's still going to end up on the floor. You're thinking the right way. And always remember, people only live once. But if done correctly the first time, no need to do it twice. You and Taylor are my world. The oil company. It can never work. Not without the two of you. I love you more than words because you always know what's best for us and do my oil. Which is why we'll be attending the 22nd Gallagher's banquet in 3 months. I'm never going to pass a chance to show off my beautiful wife and set up potential clients. That's right. CEOs, presidents, corporate execs and many talking heads who make differences will be attending, along with folks with humongous wallets. And those same people I just mentioned, many who I've talked with over the phone, can cut the bullshit and get with the program and stop trying to lowball. Our offers are amazing. They won't find them anywhere else. They can go back and regroup. I don't give a rat's goddamn patootie. I'm sick of them liars and slackers. I am. Damn them. They want to see my smoke, light them on fire, after ignition. I don't think so. I know. My apology for getting upset, my love. Those figures from before, from accounting, are not accurate. I can tell they're not, they're wrong. There's multiple check issues, and I'm aware several policies were written. But it's not normal. Please, take a closer look, Sophia. When they're aware you've done so, they'll come correct. Check the back records. They are trying to defraud the company.
Move on.
It's your decision.
Wait. I thought I smelled smoke. Do you?
Drop right now.
Excuse me?
You heard me, soldier. Drop to the grass and give me 50. Let's go.
Your head had an accident. You're doing a horrible job at hiding it.
You're in a severe altered state of consciousness to track me down this way.
I don't know why. I'm wasting my time.
I think you and those shoes you're wearing know why.
Your jokes are as flat as your personality.
And why did you trick me out here again?
What are we doing? What a fool I've been. Neglecting you when you were being a gentleman, trying to be different and creative.
It's very simple.
It really is. I'm listening, Joe.
It's like the public is baffled how high-end luxury vehicles get stolen off lots at night. When you need new keys, those are your thieves. They have access. Wake up.
You make an excellent point. My sister's husband and several men I'm acquainted with are not into discussing this.
Acquainted with?
Yes, they don't like these kinds of topics, since many are in said industries.
Naturally.
I like the way you string words together, so entertaining. I'm glad you're finally seeing things my way.
Very sad.
Truly. Us fighting like we did before, as if we're in love.
Pretty sad. How lonely you are.
What's sad is you can't hold an appropriate conversation with me to save your life. You need to wake up, not others. All right. That's exactly right. And you know it.
Who's ever up there? You owe me. Did you see 2021 Godzilla vs. Kong?
I have not.
I saw the bullshit. They put King Kong in Hong Kong with the brother who resembled Kong.
You're confused and tired. What's wrong with you? Focused on negativity.
This is what these Hollywood types do. Constantly. For decades.
Because they make a difference in our lives. They're here with us right now. Correct?
It's not a coincidence. Subliminals.
You're wrong. This isn't happening all of the time.
The hell I am. And the hell it's not.
Contact the production team or seek the online information privy to the public. Since you're so adamant about hidden messaging, please do.
You'll never get it. Or you pretend not to.
I'm not asking you to marry me. I'm asking you to look into the research. The data is in black and white.
Interesting choice of words.
You're woke. Good for you. Mr. Williams, the last thing I want to do is argue with you.
Caroline.
I'm listening. You have my utmost attention.
You want me to pack a bag, stay with you for a couple days and nights.
I wouldn't necessarily state it quite that way, but it's important. We don't make rash decisions. Take it slow. But yes, we're consenting adults.
I can't. I won't.
Can we go somewhere and talk it over?
What difference does it make the place we go?
Fine. Who cares anyway? I certainly don't. Kick rocks, Mr. Williams.
Life's better when you take ownership. Don't you comprehend?
I'm not desperate. And you're reaching if you say otherwise.
This right here. Lots of lies.
For God's sake, your guardians, if you had them, did a number on you during your formative years. Suit yourself. I could have given you something like this.
For what?
But you're messing up your chances for awesomeness on a silver platter.
You really don't know me. You and Karen are so much alike.
If this is the way you're going to be, then it's over. Dumb.
It never started.
I'm glad.
Calm the fuck down, or the hospital will be your next stop.
How can I? You're trying to drive me insane.
Try harder, or get scraped up. On my expensive floors. Your choice.
Fine. I hear you loud and clear. I tried. I was under duress when you thought I turned against you. Use what I'm saying as the truth because it is. You gotta believe me. It got stressful. I did what was asked. I don't know why I'm trying to have a meeting of the minds with you. It's pointless. None of this matters to you anyway.
You hit the nail on the head.
How about some decency from one fellow American to another? It's better to have friends and allies in this world than foes and enemies. If we start over, I could make that possible by having a precise understanding of my assistance to you and your future endeavors. It's sad to say, you tried to knock my mustache off instead of talking the way adults do.
You must have been dazed from the slap. We talked.
Nice. You seem proud. Why can't we leave family out of this? They're supposed to be off limits.
When you turned up the heat, I turned it up higher.
Are you fucking shitting me?
No.
Integrity is foreign to you. I find that sad and outrageous. I won't be ignored this time.
Do you hear yourself? All of this pathetic broke-weak talk is for the birds. Where is your self-respect? This is why. Karen seems to have no one she can rely on.
You don't care about her. I'm going to stand up for myself and the people who mean the most to me in this world. I'm not leaving, so you're going to have to throw me out like you did my wife.
I would change my tone if I were you.
Leave Caroline out of this, please. You disguised Mr. Williams as a chaperone for your sick father. But we all know it's a smokescreen for the dirty work you employ him for.
Look, Jack. If it weren't for Mr. Williams, Caroline would be nothing more than just another bitter divorced ugly woman without money.
Go to hell.
Stella's getting her groove back. Be happy for her.
How? Of course I'm not.
Instead of interfering in an elderly woman's life.
I call bullshit, man, on what you're saying.
If you truly remember the day at the precinct, you begged me not to hit you again. Don't allow today to be a repeat.
I'm just saying. You know good and damn well how Joe feels about her. He's not interested.
It's none of your business.
You don't play fair. You never will.
I can always count on you to bring the entertainment.
Good. Who cares?
Locked and loaded. Have a seat.
My home is in jeopardy. Business investments, stocks, bonds, our real estate. Any asset you can think of, gone because of you.
And this has nothing to do with your useless, manic-depressed, substance abuser wife, who ought to be committed.
No, it does not.
Damn. You didn't realize you should have jumped ship on that marriage long ago.
Mr. Goldman. Karen's a good woman. She is. You kicked me out of everything I worked so hard to attain and stole what belonged to me.
Is that so?
Let's get off the high horse and be honest here.
You sound stupid. Why? Because you made bad decisions. Your entire life. You weren't able to recover. Your story writes itself. Maybe you could land a book deal. Sell the publishing rights. To earn a couple of bucks. David Livingston knows a woman who can point you in that direction.
I had enough of your mocking behavior and words discrediting my journey on this earth. You don't know what I've done.
But you do. And it's affecting your life negatively. You're broke. And fucked up, Jack. Your wife's fallen out of love. You need serious help.
Your outlook on this self-worth you supposedly have is ginormous. Completely superific. It's astounding.
Superific. Ginormous. Combining words with other words. What is this vocabulary you really don't have? Who are you trying to become?
No one, clearly. What for? Why become someone this community can respect and look up to anymore? Lord knows I attempted to climb the ranks. But you made damn sure I'd be laughed at till the cows came home. It's not right. I worked my ass off.
Doesn't matter.
Why not?
Not hard enough, apparently.
And it was for nothing. People make mistakes.
Yes. They do. However, I would have to conclude. There are people who have been given access to truth, but will reject it. Due to gaining something they desire more than truth.
Look. I'm sorry I had to tell you what I felt. Can we finally leave the past behind us? I deserve to give my wife and child what I promised. You want a man to get on his knees and kill the little dignity he has left. You're the only one who can lift this curse that's been placed upon us.
I could say yes. But is that what you want to hear, Jack? Lies? Time's up. There's your exit.